This isn't a cry for help, it's a chapter I survived. If you know, you know, nobody cared. Not until they're forced to. I grew up in a house where the love turned thin. Mom and dad split paths and the cracks poured in. She was looking for a piece that she never could find, but the man she chose next had a darker design. I was just a kid trying hard to stay brave, learning early how to carry what nobody could save. All the fear in my chest that I couldn't explain had me growing up fast just to handle the pain. Nobody cares when you're quiet and hurting. Nobody cares when you're fighting the burden. They only show love when your life looks prepared, but when you really need them most, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. But I learned to stand tall even when the world stares. Dad found someone new and the distance grew fast, left me standing in the doorway with the weight of our past. He was building up a life where I didn't fit in, and I learned what it feels like to lose and pretend. Watch him start again like I never belonged. Had to teach myself the meaning of staying strong. All the questions in my chest that he never repaired made me realize early on nobody cared. I was carrying the pieces that nobody claimed, trying to make sense of a life that kept shifting its frame. Every door that closed on me just opened my eyes. Had to learn to keep moving through the lows and the lies. Then I stepped into school thinking maybe I'd blend, but the kids saw the cracks that I tried hard to defend. Every hallway felt colder than the life back home, had me learning how to fight just to stand on my own. They pushed on every weakness that I carried inside, turned my silence to a target I can never hide. Got kicked out at 14, world was hitting me hard. Had to grow up way too early just to cover the scars. Nobody cares when you're quiet and hurting. Nobody cares when you're fighting the burden. They only show love when your life looks repaired, but when you really need them most, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. But I learned to stand tall even when the world stares. I was moving place to place with no room to belong. Hostel beds and cold nights had me trying to stay strong. Different faces every week, different rules in the air, and I stood out in the crowd like I wasn't meant there. Only white kid in the room, so the jokes hit deep. Had me watching every corner just to get through sleep. Learned quick that the world wasn't playing me fair. Had to build up my courage just to breathe in that air. Nobody cares when you're quiet and hurting. Nobody cares when you're fighting the burden. They only show love when your life looks repaired, but when you really need them most, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. But I learned to stand tall even when the world stares. This all might be over, but my story ain't finished. I came from the shadows they left me in, and I'm still climbing. If nobody cares, then I'll care enough to keep going. Every scar, every chapter, every night I survive. That's fuel for what comes next. Turn the page, the next song starts where this one ends. And trust me, I've still got a lot to say.